Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers, and welcome back to Walford on Tap, the show we talk about today's EastEnders. Today's EastEnders being the 11th of December 2024, the Wednesday episode. Just one more to go of the week, and Linda is at death's door. Linda's struggling dramatically in an episode where the alcoholics the sober alcoholics reunited. The alcoholic Avengers came together to give Linda a reality check she so definitely needed. That's what we'll be talking about today. It's a weird thing because if it was in real life, obviously other addicts would realize like, yes, these are the signs, she's in too deep. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously they'll notice more and they start to take control of the situation. But it is still kind of wild where it's just like, yep, and the two former alcoholics telling the alcoholic how to not be an alcoholic. There you go. It's kind of a funny little thing that feels like it can only really happen in soap. But no, it's some really good stuff. As said before, December is always where Phil Mitchell has to act, and he's acting up a fucking storm. Nice to see Lauren as well. It's nice to see the three stages where you have Linda, who is basically at death's door. She's drank herself completely, firmly to death. She could easily die. Lauren, who was sober for many years, but now is like tackling a different form of addiction now under pain meds. You know, similar in the same way, she is still having to like secretly do it and not be trusted to deal with it, but people don't know. And Phil, who's been sober for years and has gone further than the others have, needing a transplant as well, just fully drinking his liver like dry, essentially. So, yeah, a lot of really an interesting like three stages of people at different points in their life. I think it's a plus. It's also because you also have Lauren, you also have someone who's younger and like decently younger than everybody else. So it's just a really cool little set of like. It's just a cool set of like stories, really.
Yeah, I will. I will. Okay, so I will read and I will do my bit now, and I will talk about it. Yeah, sorry, my hair looks like a crow's nest. Leave me alone. I just got out of bed. I've bedhead. I was given Ash from head. So the kick us off. Linda is. We see Linda because this is obviously put Linda. Mickey's now gone. So we see Linda. She's bought some like wine again. I think prosecco maybe.
Yeah,
And she's brought some
it's just
prosecco.
some. No, it's some Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. She bought some
It's
Chardonnay.
what she stole yesterday.
Yeah, and then she hides it, brings it into Sharon's kitchen, like pours it in a flask, and Sharon's like, "Haha, you pissed the bed, pissy pants, pissy pants." Because she pissed the bed because she's an alcoholic. Didn't know alcoholics piss the bed, but the more you know.
I mean, they lose all control of their bodily functions.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's why you need an ensuite bathroom.
Are they sober enough to know that they need to piss? No.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Mister Referee, for this knowledge. Thank you. Coming in here with VAR
Could
check.
be making it up. I'll be real with you. I'm not entirely sure, but it would make sense.
It would make sense. It would. So yeah, we obviously see Linda. She's obviously has pissed herself, and we cut to Phil.
She also hides. She hides some booze in the washing up basket.
She does. She does.
Like I said, it's one of those things where an alcoholic thinks they're being really coy and smart, but because they're pissed, it's obviously a stupid idea. Right? It's like, nobody knows that I drink out of this coffee flask. Nobody knows that I get drunk by filling this with booze instead of coffee. Isn't that a really smart thing that I do? Isn't it really intelligent? It's so hidden. Nobody even knows what I'm gonna do. But okay.
Yeah. So obviously she is drinking again, and we cut to Phil. Phil is obviously with Sharon. Sharon's like, we're here to discuss plans or something, and she notices the bottle of drink that Nicola gave Phil, and Phil's like, I'm giving it to Billy, okay? She gave it to me, but I'm giving it to Billy. I'm giving it to Billy, okay? Don't fucking doubt me. And then they go to the Queen Vic, and it's like, "Oh, Nicola, you bitch. What are you doing giving a recovering alcoholic alcohol?" And she's like, well, I knew he was recovering, but I thought he was a recovering crackhead. That's the thing.
Honestly, it's really impressive how she manages to somewhat flip it on its head, and she tries to make everybody else feel bad for thinking the worst of her. Like, what? I would never do that. I would never do that. Who would do that? You guys are wrong for thinking I would stoop so low. But this isn't what families are about. It's like, holy shit, she's great.
Yeah,
Horrific bitch, but she's fucking it's great. It's also funny to see how quickly everybody's flipped on her because she gave an addict some booze. It's like, fucking hate her now. Shit caricature. She's shit. She's shit. Fucking hate this woman. It's like, you were loving her about 2 weeks ago, weren't you?
yeah. So yeah, she obviously gives a recovering alcoholic alcohol, and they're all, fuck you. And also, they didn't invite Phil to like the gather around.
Yeah.
Why did he even Phil out? Like, what has Phil done?
I mean, Phil, he did nearly get Billy sent to prison for nothing.
I don't. I know, but I don't
And
care.
he did spend a year trying to drive Stevie out of Walford, Billy's dad, who he never really had a good relationship with.
Yeah, but like, he is family, you know.
Yeah, they're not applying with the Mitchell code for sure.
Like, I thought the Mitchells stick like glue, you know. I thought they stick together. Like that's what I thought, at least. I
Well, they're
feel
supposed to.
um I feel like the only way I can compare this is like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song. So they never let poor Phil in any of the games. They just leave him out. He's just Phil the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you know, just sad and alone. It's Christmas, gotta make the analogy. So yeah, they see Phil and they're like, okay. Jay comes around with a pizza. There's fucking broccoli on the pizza for some reason. They watch the football, and then Phil's like, you have pity on me. Fuck off.
I've got to go to a fucking meeting. It's all right. I'm not. You'd have to drag me to it. Like fucking, I'll leave. Be fine.
Yeah, and then
But yeah, Phil gets fucking furious because Jay asks about like how was he feeling about Sharon and Teddy, and it's like this all it was about because you can see when he's like sat down with Jay, he's been isolating himself, right? So he's kind of has like a laugh, and he's like, oh shit, this actually does feel quite nice. It's really nice to have this like contact, but also, the second Jay talks about Teddy and Sharon, feels like, is this what this was about then? You didn't actually want to spend time with me? Yeah, well, fuck off, Jay. Fuck off.
yeah,
It's
um,
it hurty.
it hurt me. It hurt me deeply. So continuing on about Linda. Linda obviously gets more drinks. She hides behind something while Johnny and Annie look at the sweet jar at one of the stalls. Them sweets did look banging, to be fair. Them red sweets, oh, delicious. Candy canes, probably some sugar mint, probably.
Candy canes are shit.
Yeah, it depends how you suck them, really. There's a technique to sucking them correctly. You gotta practice your technique.
I mean, they still taste shit regardless. Like, fucking, I don't care how you suck them. It's not going to suddenly make them taste good.
Well, the technique is you go in like that and then whirl it around like a toothbrush. I usually get the slush puppy ones,
What?
Yeah, there's no longer like red. There's no longer like just an ordinary candy canes. You can get like slush puppy ones. You can get Coca-Cola ones. You can get like multiple flavors of candy canes.
I mean, glad they realize that they taste shit. So,
Like
my fucking theory is correct.
Like, you can get blue and green ones. There's multiple flavors now. Problem with candy canes, I never get a chance because I leave them on the tree, and then I come down and it's like, Dad, are you eating the candy cane? No. No.
I mean, usually he has the opposite experience.
It's candy canes and mince pies that he loves at Christmas.
Hmm.
To be fair, I did have 3 mince pies last night, but that's beside the point.
What did you eat 3 for?
They were tiny. They were small ones.
All right, fair enough.
I felt like Santa, just bloody hell, can't continue. had a bit of sugar on top, fucking delicious. But about Linda. Linda obviously is still pissed. She sees Johnny
About an alcoholic.
about an alcoholic. She obviously sees Johnny, and then later in the episode, she sees Johnny and Annie drop her toy, and she just gets very pissed. She goes into the Albert. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Prince Albert. Yeah.
The Prince Albert, and she obviously has 2 or 3 double shots of vodka, and she just drinks away. And then Ian is Santa Claus. Spoiler: he's not the real Santa Claus. Just in case you are a Santa believer, he's not the real Santa Claus. He's impersonating him. Just an SE. And Linda's...
Where is Santa Claus right now? Where's the Santa tracker? Where is he?
Okay, you get the Santa tracker.
Bringing it back. I'm pulling it up. Don't you worry. Keep going.
And for some reason he's on a fucking quad bike. Like Santa's in a fucking quad bike, like with a quad bike dragging a sleigh. That's the most Irish thing I've ever seen. Like that's something you see down in Donegal. Like fucking hell. But yeah, he's on a quad bike with a sleigh behind it, and then Linda's like, Santa, come give Mummy a kiss. And then she just he kojo's himself. He just falls over the thing. And then the alcohols reunite and they go into the Queen Vic, and because Linda's pissed herself as well.
Yeah, she jumps into the sleigh, is making a fool out of herself.
Throwing presents to people.
Throwing presents. Phil goes, "Oi, fucking get down now. Get the fuck down. Stop it. You're making a fucking fool of yourself." So yeah, and she bending over to get down. She pissed herself, and so Phil and Lauren kind of take her into the Vic, and they kind of sit her down and say, "Look, you need to admit you have a problem, or this will just continue. We can't just take you to a meeting and act like you're going to get better, because you're fucking not going to get better. You need to want to get better and change in order to actually move on with your life." And so she admits it. Yeah, I'm an alcoholic. She finally says, I surrender. Which that's it's still fucked, you know. She's not really agreeing. And Johnny kind of hearing this is what he's wanted to hear for a long time. It's like, "Oh, Mum, so proud of you." It's what I wanted to hear. And as he's saying how proud he is of her, he notices that she's just staring at a bottle of vodka, and it's like, you weren't even honest, were you? You don't want to change. And throws her out.
Yeah, we'll obviously get back to the Santa tracker at the end of this episode.
Yeah, the fucking Santa tracker, it's a lot more complex than it used to be when I was 10.
Well,
the internet's fucking...
To be fair, they have updated it.
It used to just be a fucking page, and it's like, Santa's in Lapland. It's like, great.
We'll come back to you, Mr. Corresponder, at the end. My favourite scene of this episode is so fucking funny. It's not supposed to be funny, but it's just Sharon is sitting on the steps, they're sitting on the stairs like this, just like that. And Zach fucking walks in like that. "Don't you fucking worry, love." And he goes outside, he's like, "No, Linda, you can't go in. You're hurt now, but you can't go in." I said, "You're my fucking friend. Fuck you. Fuck off. You're my fucking friend." And he's just fucking, "No, Linda, you can't go in."
You know where it currently is? The North Pole. Let's fucking go, boys.
We were going to wait till the end of the episode. How good, yeah? You ruined it.
Sorry, look, everything else has got, everything wants me to, play an arcade. Fucking, I want to know where Santa is, homie. I don't want to play your shit games. I want to know where Santa is. It's only 13 days to Christmas. 14 days. There's 2 weeks. Where is he? Maybe like Batman tracking down vigilante Santa gone rogue.
You're a Futurama fan, aren't you? It's like Evil Santa from Futurama.
Yeah. Alternatively, did you know that if you misspell Santa, you can write Satan?
Yeah.
The more you know.
And did you know, I believe Santa was red because of Coca-Cola. He never really had a colour, but because Coca-Cola is synonymous with red now.
Or it's the colours of the devil.
I believe he was also green at one point. There's different fucking...
Yeah, he was green. He used to be green.
A side note, I just can't put I'll get back to Linda in a second, right? But But just want to say this, right? There's a Thai line called Naughty or Nice, right? Where obviously you couldn't tell it's a Christmas line where they have Santa. But fuck me, there's like 100 variations of Santa. There's Green Santa, there's Wizard Santa, there's Warlock Santa, there's like Devil Fighting Santa, there's fucking Devil Santa. I'm like, how many variations of fucking Santa can you do? Like, there's like 100 different variations of this fucking this red man. Like, I just want a normal Santa who's fat that I can buy. How hard is that?
This was just like you kickstarting a fucking Jesus figure.
Yeah,
for like not even like small money, like ridiculous, like 60 quid or some shit.
It was the crucifixion set, to be fair.
Yeah, how much was it? How much are you paying for a Jesus
40
figure?
Quid. It was 40 quid, and I downplayed that. I got trans Jesus for 20, translucent. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for them to ship that item.
Wait, were you not backing it for like a while? Or was it like a one-time thing?
It's a one-time thing, so it's like a Kickstarter.
Oh, okay.
The Kickstarter.
But you still spent 60 quid trying to get Jesus statues that you've never got ever since.
No, it's not a statue. It's an actual posable figure.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever.
But it was 40 quid, and I went, alright, I'll just get translucent Jesus, who's blue, and I went, that's fine. There's like multiple variations of Jesus as well. There's obviously the Bible one, the white one, the other one. There's multiple ones. But anyways, about Linda,
That's what most American Christians think about Jesus anyways. Yeah, the white one. The other one.
But Linda is struggling, and Bernie forgives her. Bernie says, look, I know you murdered my brother.
Well, yeah, because she starts drinking again. When Johnny throws her out, she starts drinking again. She grabs a bottle of vodka and fucks off, starts drinking in the middle of the square.
Yeah, and obviously Bernie's like, I forgive you, I'm sorry, but don't blame my brother for this. And she's like, okay. No one would let her into the house, so she just falls asleep on a bench.
Yeah, it's a wild one because she goes, look, I forgive you, but don't you fucking dare put you killing yourself on my conscience. I didn't do this, you did this. Like, maybe it's finally you say maybe it's finally the thing to... Maybe it's finally the thing to get to snap out of it, but ultimately she drinks more anyways. And as Piggy said, falls asleep in the middle of the square, park bench, and a nice little symbolic thing as the Christmas lights go out on Linda. Are the lights turning off? Is she going? Is she dying? Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the next one. Bye bye.